Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I hope you guys are having the best day of your entire fucking lives since you were born. Just to let you guys know how much Brian and myself love you guys. We have both been traveling for like between 5 and 7 hours today.
Yep.
This is the first time he stepped into his house. I got out of my house like 2 hours ago, maybe like an hour and 45 minutes ago. Did an hour-long call and then automatically going live to talk to you guys again because we're super excited.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's get to the fucking point. All right. These boys won't shut the fuck up. Let's get to the point. We're talking about the PT Domination All Access event.
You know,
and you might not know. Okay. So that's why we're here. And so the event tickets are going to be going live for the 5th ever PT Domination All Access event. There's a lot of you guys that are new to this community. So I figured we'd start out this live stream by doing a little bit of a history lesson. All right. So let's talk about fucking history. Guys, PT Domination, the sign that you see behind me, has been around for the last 5 years. All right. When Cole and I started PT Domination, we started it with one mission to be the best business coaching program on the market for online fitness coaches, period. We're like, let's figure out what everybody else is doing and let's make our program 10 times fucking better. Let's figure out. That's literally what we did.
We actually said, what's everybody doing? What are they charging? Okay, we're going to charge a fraction and we're going to do it better than anybody has ever fucking experienced in the world.
And I think over the last 5 years, we've proven that we've done that. Like the client results speak for themselves. If you're watching my Instagram, you watch Cole's Instagram, there's no other business coach on the market that's produced a coach that's doing $534,000 organically. It just hasn't happened.
Nope.
And so we've done that at PT Domination. So when we first started, because we came into the market with such a different approach, like every other business coach was charging $10,000 to $20,000. They still are for this type of information. Our clients like fucking love us. And they loved us. And if you're a client and you love us, just drop some fucking fire in the chat right now. Let us fucking know. We created this community of people that fucking loved us because we were able to reach people that previously couldn't get business coaching.
Yep.
Because it was unaffordable.
Because they're in the exact same place that we were. Guys, another reason why we started PT Domination is because the vid hit the world and we saw fucking thousands of personal trainers go into shock. We actually had PT Dom already, but we created the program that we are talking about today, the Change Lives Academy, and optimized it through the vid because we watched a bunch of PTs go into fucking panic mode. They didn't have thousands upon thousands of dollars to drop on a fucking coach so they could tell them to post on Instagram and send fucking DMs out. Mm-hmm. They also didn't have thousands and thousands of dollars just to hire a coach to be told that ads is the only way to the fucking future to help them build their business. So we came in and filled the gap in the market and solved their problems, just like we needed our problem solved back in the day. We just didn't have coaches to do it for us. All right. Brian figured out a lot on his own. I came along. He helped me. We ended up optimizing our system and then we started giving it back to everybody.
And I think one thing that's different about PT Domination than any other business coaching program is our fucking community.
Yeah.
Okay. And to be honest, we never even thought about throwing events. It was never even on our radar. I don't know about you, but for me, I was never like, let's fucking start a business and let's start throwing events.
No,
it wasn't even on our radar. But the community and the love in the community and the connection that we had to our clients was so powerful that people were demanding events. They're like, when the fuck are we gonna have an event? Yeah. I want to meet the people that I see on Zoom calls, and I want to meet the mentors that changed my life, and I want to have conversations with these people in person that I talk to on podcasts, that I talk to on content audits. I want to meet these people in person. And so this house that we are currently doing this live stream in right now, it's my fucking casa, right? It's my fucking house. And it started out me and Cole wanted to do events for a long time, but we didn't have a place to host them. And I didn't want to host an event in a place I never wanted to be that business coach that just literally followed everybody else. So the idea of hosting it in this hotel conference room with a bunch of tables was just stupid as hell to me, to be completely transparent. And I just didn't want to fucking do it. So I was like, we ain't doing events like that. So I was like, if we're going to do events, I'm like, we may as well have a facility to do events at. So I'm like, we may as well fucking buy a mansion.
And it's very funny because a lot of you guys hear that shit and a lot of you guys are like, bullshit. I don't believe it. That sounds ridiculous. You guys don't understand. We are an open book in everything that we explain. When I first saw this house, all right, when Brian invited us down in Kelowna, because I still lived in Cochrane, Alberta at the time, and we saw this house before he had even bought it. Me and him did a tour walking around, and he was like, bro, we could host, and I literally saw it instantly. And then we just started talking about how we could host fucking events in this downstairs room. Yep. I'm literally talking about the room that we are standing in right now that we ended up hosting fucking events in. Like, he was talking about it before he even bought the fucking house, because as much as obviously we have personal lives and families and everything else, it's very funny because like people talk about when you hang out with your friends, you shouldn't talk business and you shouldn't talk other shit.
All we do.
It's all we fucking talk about.
All we do.
It's literally, how can we impact more people? How can we throw bigger events? How can this thing that we have be utilized for these people like the fucking mansion?
So that's the fucking first history lesson. Yes.
Yeah.
Is this room that Cole is just talking about, the one that we're fucking sitting, is the first place we ever host our PT Domination All Access event. So this room, the events that you guys, the event tickets are dropping tonight in literally 45 minutes. And the room that we're sitting in right now is where it all started. All right. We had a fucking event in our basement, and I bought the mansion with the intention of hosting our first event. We didn't even have it planned yet. No. But I was like, I'm buying this fucking house with the intention of hosting PT Domination events. Yeah. And the basement is big enough to 50 people in it, not very comfortably. We're not talking about that. And so we bought the fucking house with the dream of hosting events. That was the dream. Like, we're going to host events. After we bought the house, we launched the first events tickets, and we're like, let's fucking launch. Let's see how they do. We ended up selling 40 tickets in 48 hours. And that at the time we were only selling 40. So we sold out in 48 hours. And by the way, if you came to the first ever PT Domination All Access event, say I did in the chat, because we got some OGs that have been around for a long fucking time.
Yes, we do.
And guys, the events, the first ever event that people came to, we didn't realize the impact that we were having on people's lives until we saw it in person.
Yep.
And when we saw it in person, it was like, it just unlocked something different. It just like changed the mission.
It was the coolest experience I've ever felt in my entire life. Having people walk into this house, introduce themselves to us, because we always introduce ourselves to everybody, regardless of how long we've known you online. That's what we do. And having them shake my hand or give me a hug while like profusely fucking shaking like crazy was like an eye opener to what we were actually doing in the world. Like, that shit really altered the way that Brian and myself started running PT Domination. And it actually altered our entire program.
Yep.
Because remember, after the first event, we changed the name.
Yeah.
The original name for our group was the 10K Academy, because what did Brian and myself specialize in? We specialize in 10K. Helping, exactly, beginner coaches. We help you guys kickstart your businesses and reach 10K. Over 325 coaches have hit that mark and scaled. Now, when we threw the first event, we got basically reminded that it's not just about the 10K. It's about the lives that we fucking change. And one of our students actually said, I don't call it a 10K coaching call. I call it a CLA call, the Change Lives Academy call.
And we're like,
remember that?
Yeah, dude. So like he ended up coming up to Cole and like telling Cole that. And then Cole came up to me at the event and fucking whispered in my ear, Change Lives Academy. And I was like, let's change the fucking name.
So we're like, ding.
Literally, that was it. Yeah. That was it. He heard it. He's like, that's sick. He whispered it to me at the event. I'm in mid-conversation. I'm like, we're changing the name.
And then we stood up in front of 45 students and we're like, we're changing the name of fucking the academy, because even though we help you guys start and scale your business and make money, because we believe in financial freedom, we talked about it before, we want to help you guys make money. We also believe in actually changing fucking lives, because if I can change your life, the ripple effect will be so goddamn great throughout the world. That's what we are here for.
Yep. So that was the first event. And the first event, you guys, like we're talking about, you know, when people come to these events, it's like, it's something special, man. And every person that you've seen come through PT Domination that is like an absolute fucking rock star, we're talking like the Caitlin Wilsons, who ended up hitting $100,000 a month. We're talking about the Patrick Hongs, who has 850,000 followers on social media, hitting $50,000 to $75,000 a month. Yeah. We're talking about the Megan Nunes, who went from like, she literally was making 3 to 5K a month, then 10K a month, came to the event, had a massive breakthrough, ended up hitting $50,000 a month working with us. And now that she's done working with us, she just hit 1 million followers on Instagram.
She just did too.
Just 1 million. Yeah.
Fucking insane.
So like all of these crazy stories, the Brittany Roths, who's 23 years old and has a business that makes $30,000 a month. The Mariah Fontana's, the girl that's making $50,000 plus per month, who's making 2K a month at Good Life. Like all of these people, all these transformations happen because of these events. I'm excited to tell you this. So today, I had a call, Combos with B at 8 a.m. Fucking held down for my squad. What's up? And Kenny came to fucking my call.
Kenny. Yeah.
And he was like talking about how he had an interview with a UFC fighter. He's like, I have a podcast. He's like, how should I do it? I was like, you should do it on a fucking Instagram live. Because then you get his audience and your audience. And your audience will see you live with a fucking UFC fighter. It'll be dope. I was on the plane on the way here. And Kenny's on fucking live with a UFC fighter.
I love Kenny, bro.
I know, dude.
I'm so fucking proud of that motherfucking dude. Every goddamn day he's doing something else. Just fucking going up the ladder.
But Kenny has literally came to every fucking event.
Guys, y'all don't even get it. Either.
Every event.
Not only every fucking event that we've thrown in Canada, but every event that we've spoken at, fucking Australia type shit. Homie's been everywhere. He's on every fucking live stream, every call that we do, because he understands that there's power in proximity and he wants to be around the community.
Yeah.
The fucking community of growth and leadership and scaling.
Yeah.
Like he's grown so much. It's fucking insane. Not only in impact online through his followers, but in his income and in the sport that he fucking loves, which is the UFC and MMA in general.
So Kenny literally came in wanting to coach fighters, and now Kenny is coaching UFC fighters.
Not only that,
Kenny started with us like 3 years ago and wanting to coach fighters, and now he's coaching UFC fighters.
Dude, the number 11th middleweight in the fucking planet in the UFC. It's fucking, like, guy's vicious. I watched one of his fights on TV and was like, holy fuck. And he's fucking coaching with strength and conditioning. He got a shout out on Errol Hawani, which is one of my favorite.
Oh, dude, that's who he was fucking on live stream with today.
Fucking insane, though. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's the fucking number 11 fighter.
That's crazy.
He's a fucking monster, dude. And like that right there just shows you guys the impact, like the fucking reach that this program like has had, because again, it's all about that ripple effect.
Yeah. So history lesson. First event in my fucking basement. Second event, we're like, let's throw it again. Let's do it again in the fucking basement. So we did it again in the basement. But the problem with the second event, we actually sold out the second event it was 24 hours.
Yeah.
Second event, we sold out in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we ended up selling 50 tickets because we're like, when we sold 40, we're like, you can fit a little bit more people in the basement. So we're just going to fit a little bit more people in the fucking basement. So we stuffed as many people as we fucking possibly could into my basement. And we ended up getting 50 people in the basement. And it was 24 hours that we sold the tickets.
Yeah.
And everything Cole and I do, we always try to do it a little bit better. I don't know about you guys, but being the same person fucking 2 years in a row makes me want to punch myself in the fucking face. Okay. So like, I always want to be a better version of myself today than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
So the third event, we're like, you know what? We're going to do a little bit differently this time. We're going to bring in an outside speaker. Okay. Which is something we hadn't done up to that point. So we're going to bring in an outside speaker. I'm like, if we're going to bring in an outside speaker, let's not just bring in a outside speaker. Let's bring in the best outside speaker that we could possibly find. So we ended up locking in 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath, for the third ever event.
Yeah.
And we planned to throw it in my basement.
Yeah. So it was actually very funny, guys. We had it 100%. This is not a lie. 100% planned for the basement.
Yep.
We're like, we'll have him speak here because then the room will be laid out a little bit better and fucking he'll be able to flow state. And Brian fucking invited him to stay here. So he's staying in the fucking mansion and shit like that. So it was all planned for the house. And what happened?
And then when we dropped the event tickets, this is the fucking craziest thing ever. And this is not an exaggeration. When we dropped the event tickets for the Phil Heath event, they sold out in 2 minutes.
Yeah. 120
seconds. All of them were gone. All of them. All 50 tickets in 2 minutes. We were like, what the fuck?
Sounds good.
We're like, well, that was unexpected.
Yeah.
We were like, I remember like looking at Chloe and I was like, what? Just fucking.
We didn't believe it.
I was like,
just like, what the fuck?
All gone. Like people were tuning into the live and they're like, dude, all the tickets are gone. I'm like, what do you mean all the tickets are gone? And I looked and I was like, they're sold out. Like, what the fuck? Dude, we should find that live stream.
We would find the live stream.
We would definitely find the live stream. We were fucking shocked.
It made no sense because, again, it's like we understood the impact, but then we understood the impact of also using our reach and what we've been able to create to bring other powerhouses in to give you guys fucking value. And it was insane.
Yeah. And so we decided at that event that we could no longer host it in the basement.
Yeah.
And so the Peach Domination events evolved from the basement, and we ended up getting an event center for the first time. And it was a little bit different than most people do because, again, Cole and I don't like to do things like everybody else does it. This event was actually the one that Patrick Hong came to because I remember Patrick Hong in the fucking audience just standing up at the microphone asking all these questions. Cute little bastard. That's when he still had a small business, and now he has a massive business, which is super cool. But the third event, we hosted the Rotary. I believe I think there was 75 to 100 people at that event. I know it wasn't over 100.
I think we had it was like 75 to like 89. It was like right in that fucking area without staff, without videographers, without anything.
So that was the third event. Fourth event, we're like, okay, it's really fucking hard to one up our Phil Heath because Phil Heath is like 7-time Mr. Olympia. How do you find a speaker that's that fucking good? So we found Lane Norton.
Yep.
And that, honestly, the Lane Norton event for me, that was our last event. The Lane Norton event for me was like fucking special.
That wasn't our last event.
That was our last in-person event.
Yeah, because we had to pivot.
Yeah.
So we had to pivot.
So the last in-person event was the Lane Norton event, and that was at the Delta. All right.
Yeah.
And the Lane Norton event was like, that was a special one for me. I really fucking liked the Lane Norton one event. Like when I look back on the pictures from the Lane Norton event, like that event to me was like, I think that was one of my favorites just because I feel like we're not the traditional event style people where we have the long tables and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it like felt weird for me while I was setting it up, but then having all of our people there and just having Lane deliver the energy. And even though it was like a quote unquote traditional room, like the energy that we brought is never traditional.
Not at
So
all, dude. Lane
felt,
literally spoke about it in fucking podcasts, and he's been speaking about it for the last 2 years. That event was the biggest and was craziest event he's ever spoken at.
Yeah,
in person.
Yeah, he spoke of that on the podcast.
Yeah. On fucking what's it called, Joe Rogan's.
Yeah,
or Andy Frisella's. He literally said that on there, that our fucking event was not only the most energetic, but it was like the craziest fucking one that he's ever spoken at. Hashtag fucking there we go. But also a big reason why it was cool to have Lane Norton down is because Lane Norton was actually a staple in our fitness coaching company way back in the day, because Lane Norton actually taught Brian one-on-one the macro coaching, in-depth coaching when we were fucking fitness coaching, running Aesthetic Nation.
That's right.
So it was just cool, like being able to bring him in and have him deliver fucking value to our audience, because he's the OG. Like if you are in the fitness industry and you do anything around macronutrients, which you probably should be, you know who fucking Lane Norton is. So it was very cool to have him come down and speak, because he had such an in-depth fucking impact on all of our clients. It was insane.
Yeah.
Everybody started getting tattoos. What was this tattoo again? Remember? If you got a tattoo, just comment it below. Let us know what it was. If you got a tattoo from Lane,
let's find out.
That's what it was.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
It's fucking so many people got tattoos from the event of Let's Find Out on their body, which was so fucking sick.
Let's find out. Yeah, I remember. Let's find out. So that was the last in-person event. So that was the biggest one we had. That event, we had 150 people at it. That one was fucking big. That one was a banger. The last Kelowna event was actually fucking tragic, because that's the only way I could put to describe it. Because a month and a half before we were supposed to host the last Kelowna event, which was an in-person event, which was in September. Crazy. 1 month before, our entire fucking city went up in flames.
Yeah, guys, it was insane.
Entire city.
Brian was actually competing in summer shredding. No, not summer shredding.
No, I was competing in
summer shredding. In Toronto.
Yeah.
So he was already down there. Julia and myself were in Kelowna. And the day that we were flying out, we got a notification on our phone that a bunch of shit was happening in Kelowna, and there was a little wildfire.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the scale of this explanation, but you guys can look it up. When we left Kelowna, it was around 10 to 50 hectares. That's how small it was.
Yeah.
All right. It literally was like a little blip on the fucking map. And we're like, oh, there's a little fire. That's normal for the Kelowna, BC area.
Yeah.
There's fires all the time every summer. When we landed in Toronto, 4.5 hours later, it was around 1,000 hectares.
Yeah.
And it was insane. It just took over all of Kelowna.
Yeah.
It ended up burning down. I think it was over 250 individuals' homes.
Yeah.
2,500 to 2,700 individuals evacuated.
Yeah.
There was like the Okanagan resort burnt straight to the ground.
Yeah.
It was fucking tragic, guys. Like it was insane,
the
impact that it had on our city.
I remember the fires were happening in August.
Yeah. And
our event was scheduled in September. And Cole and I both made a last minute decision. And we were like, you know what? Like, we don't feel comfortable bringing people to Kelowna at time, because there was going to be 200 people coming that we invited, and the hotels were fucking full.
There was an evacuation fucking travel ban. Yeah.
And so we didn't want to be the people that brought 200 extra humans to the city. And so even though we had already sold, I think we had already sold 130 event tickets in total.
Yeah.
We made the decision last minute. We're like, we cannot do this in Kelowna. It doesn't feel good. And so what we did is we donated 10% of the event tickets to families in need in Kelowna.
Yeah.
And we basically bit the bullet. We pivoted the entire event to virtual. And so the last event that we hosted was supposed to be an in-person event, and it ended up being the Challenges to Champions Virtual Summit, which you guys might have come to.
Yeah.
It might end up being the Challenges to Champions Virtual Summit. And honestly, the Challenges to Champions Virtual Summit was dope. It was a lot of fun. And I think I would do another like major virtual event, because it was a lot of fucking fun. It was really cool, but it didn't have the same feel.
It was fucking weird. It was cool.
Yeah.
But it was fucking weird. Watching you run out for the first time and you're like, let's fucking go. And it was just silent.
Yeah.
That fucked with my head.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Again, this is us being open with you guys.
Yeah.
It was like, I intro Brian, did a little fucking speech like we always do. You guys know when we kick off an event, we kick it off with some fucking energy, and we shit talk a little bit, have fun, just like we do in these live streams. We're just ourselves. We're not trying to be anything else. And I remember gave Brian a little intro, and he came on stage and he's like, let's fucking go. And he yelled. And again, we had what, fucking 700 people virtually?
Yeah.
Or something is fucking insane.
Yeah. 700 people on the Zoom at the time of the call.
Yeah, on the fucking Zoom while Brian ran on stage. But
Yeah.
again, everybody's muted. So it's just silent. And it was fucking super weird for me. It was literally just like this weird aura where I'm like, we're pouring so much value and we see everybody's faces and people were crying and bawling. Yeah. We had crazy guests.
Yeah.
But it was just different because we didn't get that fucking, let me sit down with you, right? Hand on your shoulder, pour in your fucking soul and help you change your life.
Yeah, it was weird. And like coming from like, we're both boys that feed off of energy.
Yeah.
Okay? If you've been to the PT Domination events and you felt the energy at the events, drop some fire in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like me and Cole in a room, and then we've got our fucking energy and we're throwing our energy at you, and then you're giving it back to us. It's like, whoa, like it's just a fucking, like you leave like literally feel like you were gonna
you got a fucking arm pump, even though you didn't train fucking arms.
You feel unfucking stoppable.
Yeah.
Like it's like a big fat energy fest, like fucking Pat said. I like that. It's a big fat energy fest. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get that at the last event. Yeah. And it was a little sad. So this event for us is fucking special. It's like we're getting all of our people together in one room, underneath one roof, and we're doing it a little bit different as well. So as you guys know, Cole and I like to do everything a little bit better. And so now that you guys have a fucking history lesson, should we tell them about the fucking event?
Yeah, let's do it.
And tell them a little bit about what's going on. So first things first, let's talk about the venue change.
Venue change. I don't know about the venue change.
Okay. Well,
that was the thing. This is actually funny, guys, because I'll give you a little history lesson on this. We were going to have the fucking event at the same place as last time in the theater, not in the fucking boardroom, because we wanted to add that theater-esque feel. And then you had a breakthrough because you went to this fucking random place that I've never even seen. I still haven't seen it in person today.
Yeah.
You went to this random place and you're like, this is fucking crazy. And then boom.
Yeah.
So I don't know nothing about it.
This is a funny story, actually. Let's have this fucking conversation. So we were looking at different event venues to potentially host it at.
Yeah.
I found this place. It's fucking sick. I'm so excited to show you guys. And when I went to book the place, I called the guy to like book the place, and he was explaining to me like a little bit about the venue. And then he's like, "Oh, you're that like gym owner?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "My daughter just went for an interview at your work the other day." And I was like, "What, really?" He's like, "Yeah, my daughter just went for an interview." I'm like, "Oh, that's super cool." And we got a little bit talking. Turns out that he was one of the families where his house got burned to the ground. And so I was explaining to him the reason that we were rebooking and looking for another venue is because the venue that we had wasn't available for this new date for the event.
Yeah.
And so we needed to find something new. And he was explaining to me that he had his house burned to the ground. And so for those of you guys that are listening, I just want you guys to know that we ended up donating the money to his family.
Yeah.
Because his house got burned to the ground in the Kelowna wildfires, which is crazy. But anyways, this event venue, guys, is fucking massive. It is, and it's set up for events, which is the coolest fucking thing. We've never hosted it but here before. It's going to be a little bit of a mixture of the Rotary and the Delta. For those of you guys that have been to our events before, it's set up for a stage. And so the event venue, it's going to be at the Metro in Kelowna, BC. The official dates are May 4th and May 5th and May 6th for Mastermind Sunday. So we're actually not going to give you guys the itinerary, but we're going to tell you guys some of the things you're going to get from coming to the event. So first things first, we've got day 1 and day 2 that are for everybody that gets a ticket. Okay. Yes. Day 1 and day 2 is what you're paying for. So that's where Brian and Cole are delivering their best fucking speeches. And that's where we're bringing in our guest speakers that we're going to talk about. And day 3 is for the $1 Million Mastermind only. Now for the $1 Million Mastermind on day 3, we're going to be doing some really special shit. We're doing something different that we've never done before. We're not going to say too much on that. We are going to let you guys know that we're going to be doing a lot of Facebook ads training on Sunday, which is super cool. And we are going to be bringing in a new experience that we're not going to say anything about right now. So let's talk a little bit about the event. So first things first is guest speakers. Y'all know that we like to bring in some fucking gangsters, right?
We brought in killers. All right, talk about the fucking Challenge of Champions for a minute. We brought in fucking absolute savage Eli Wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because again, guys, even though we couldn't do it in person, all right, we needed to bring some fucking guests on. So when it came down to teaching individuals what they could do with their business and the length they could take it, we brought in 2 killers. I'll talk about Eli Wild for a minute. Guys, Eli Wild was Tony Robbins' highest conversion sales guy ever. All right. He is a fucking genius when it comes down to sales and more. And that's why we brought him last time. But we actually paired him with who?
Money Jesus.
Yeah.
Hattie Boyle was the event before.
Yes.
No, Hattie Boyle was at this event too. We brought 3 people last time.
Yeah, I forgot about Hattie Boyle. Jesus Christ, bro. We bring a lot of motherfuckers. The reason why we're breaking this down for you guys is because fucking we're always trying to level it up to the next level, right? So it was 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, right? Fucking OG nutrition genius, fucking powerlifting champion. Then it was fucking triple threat, which I completely forgot about. All right, we've had Dan Martell like 6 fucking times to everything. And then this time we were thinking about different guests that we could take in. All right, different people that we could bring. And there was actually like a handful of names that we were going over. And then Brian had a good idea because who here has been watching Brian's content recently? All right, if you have, drop a fucking fire emoji in the comments below.
Who here gets value from B Mark's content? Say I do in the chat.
If you get value, blowing the fuck up, absolutely blowing the fuck up. Now we've been working on Brian's like script writing and shit for a very long time. This kid that he ended up hiring that helped him with this content ripped everything to fucking shreds and has been leveling him up immensely. So tell him,
guys, if you think you get value from my fucking content, you have no fucking idea, dude. Like, so fun fact, I'll tell a little bit of a backstory and then I'll do a little intro of who's coming to speak at our fucking event. The other day, this was like a month ago. I was getting pretty cocky. I'm like, you know what? My content's pretty good right now. I'm like, I don't need my fucking mentor anymore. I'm fucking good, bro. I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm like, I don't need this fucking guy anymore. I'm like, I'm pretty good right now. I know what I'm doing. My Instagram's growing. I'm like, I fucking beating my chest. I'm like, I got this shit, right? So then I'm like, I'm just going to go to his page because I'm going to go to his fucking page. And I'm just going to see. By the way, Devin Giotto. That's what we're talking about. I was like, I'm just going to go to his page. And I'm just going to watch some of his content. Dude, I watched 5 of his videos. When I had that realization, I watched 5 of his videos and I literally looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you're a fucking pussy, dude. I'm like, you think you're a fucking hot shit. You're literally a nobody compared to this fucking kid.
The kid is a savage, man. I'm going to give it to him. There's not a lot of people that I look for when it comes down to value online because I'm just going to say it. I'm fucking cocky as shit when it comes down to content creation. That's one kid that you showed me that I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I'll tip my hat to you. Every time he pops up on my page, I'm like, I'm going to listen.
Dude, he's good.
Attention.
He's good,
bro. 100 to 200,000 views to 2 million on every single fucking video.
Yeah, he is good, dude. He like at 19 years old. I don't understand how he does it.
Say it again.
He is 19 years old, and his level of understanding of marketing blows my fucking mind, dude. Like it blows my mind. So now we're doing an exchange, which is cool because he realized I'm smart, talented, good looking, and funny. After we worked together for like 3 months.
He's gonna see this. So, like, shut the fuck up.
And so we're doing an exchange. Now I basically business coach him in return for him content coaching me, which is a perfect value exchange. Because like this kid, dude, when I found this kid was 19 years old, making like 40K a month. And I'm like, holy shit, dude.
That's the funny thing that you always
do. I wasn't business coaching him. I wasn't. And then after a while, he found out how much money I was making. And then he asked me, he's like, can you business coach me? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll do an exchange. I'm like, I can, no, this is what happened. He asked me for some business advice one time. And I kind of gatekeeped it because I'm like, I'm not just going to give that to you. I'm like, I'm fucking paying you.
Yeah.
And then when he realized, he's like, oh yeah, he's paying me. And then he's like, how about we trade?
Smart.
And then I can ask you anything at any time and you can ask me anything.
He's a savage.
I was like, okay. So dude, Devin Giotto is literal fucking genius when it comes to content. And guys, I'm not exaggerating. Go check out this kid's page. I think he's the best creator online right now when it comes to value-based content. There is not a single creator online right now that I believe is better than Devin Giotto. I believe that. There's like, we could talk about all the greats. We're talking about Andy Frisella. We're talking about Gary Vaynerchuk. We're talking about like Andy Elliott. All these guys are great at what they do and their message is powerful and they've been in the industry for a long time and they've got core principles and values that I think we all aspire to be like and business experience. But when it comes to content creation specifically, like how do I go fucking viral with every video? Go look at Devin's content. Every video that he posts is between 100,000 to 2 million views. Some of his content has 10,000 plus comments on it. That's fucking crazy. And so not only that, so Devin's 19. He's looking to like expand his career this year. And so we were talking about like his goals and like what he wants to do. And one of the things he said to me, he's like, dude, he's like, my goal is to speak on more stages this year. He said that on one of his calls and I just kind of like brushed it off, whatever. And then I like
started talking about events.
Me and you started talking about events. Yeah. And then I literally fucking texted him and I was like, yo, you want to come speak in my fucking event? Mm-hmm. He's like, when is it? I was like, May 4th, May 5th. He's like, fucking count me in. I was like, sounds good. And I called you. I'm like, how do you feel about us getting Devin? And he's like, done. Dude.
I was like, fucking done. Because let's be real, without eyes, you guys don't have fucking businesses. And having that kid on our stage is going to do exactly that. Help you guys get more fucking eyes, which in tune is going to create the ripple effect that we want to fucking have in this world. Dude, I'm so fucking excited.
Dude, so I need to tell you something. I haven't even told you to say it. So this is what Devin is the king of value creation, period. When it comes to value that you can actually take away from his content and implement it immediately, he's the king. So this is what he's going to do for our event. He's building 3 presentations for our event, and the people that are at the event get to vote on the presentation that they want him to deliver live, and he's going to deliver that one to them live.
That's cool.
So he's building 3 full presentations, and based on the audience's votes, he's going to let everyone in the audience vote on which one they want to see, and whichever one they want to see is the one that he's going to fucking
That's
do
a
live.
smart kid, bro.
Dude, I was like, he's like, what do you think of that idea? I'm like, I think that's the fucking best idea.
I think I'm going to steal that idea.
Dude, that's fucking.
I'm literally going to steal that and do that in the next.
No, you can't. You not at that event.
No, not at our event. That's fucking smart as shit.
Yeah, I'm like, don't do that at that event. I'm like, just fucking take a smoke. I'm like, I don't even know if I was supposed to say
that's fucking lit.
Dude, I know.
You guys better buckle up, man.
That's what I said.
That's going to be so dope.
That's what I fucking said. So he's got over 500 million organic social media views. He's never spoken at an event before. This will be the first event he's ever spoken at, will be our event. And I'm telling you guys, this is the best creator online when it comes to value creation. There's not a single creator online that will teach you how to go viral better than Devin Giotto. No. He's the best content coach. And we're talking about, like, even if we look at somebody like Brock Levin Johnson, who's a great creator, he's phenomenal. Not all of his fucking videos over 100,000. No. Every single one of Devin's videos that he posts goes between 100,000 to 2 million views. It's like clockwork. And so this guy's going to be speaking at the PT Domination All Access event. And that's one of the main reasons you guys need to come, is like getting to meet Devin in person and getting to experience that fucking level of value in person is going to literally blow your guys' fucking minds. And the best part is you guys get to decide at the event what you want him to speak at. And by the way, this is only if you come in person. Because I know that some of you guys are like, can we vote from the virtual? You can't vote from the virtual.
No.
Because the people that are there in person are the ones that are paying to be in the room. So we're going to let you pick what fucking topic you want Devin to talk about.
Hence why you should get a fucking ticket if you get the chance to. All right. Yeah. It pays to be in the room.
Yeah.
All right. To actually be able to be there face to face and have those conversations and interact with the individuals in front of you, which kind of brings us into point 2. Should we talk about it?
Go ahead.
Which is community. All right, this is why we are so gung-ho on this. Now, again, when it comes down to these events, it started as this little intimate way for Brian and myself to be able to connect with the individuals that we'd spoken to and impacted for fucking years.
Yep.
But when we brought everybody to the room and we saw the impact that we had on them, but also the impact that they had on each other, it changed our entire perspective. And we're like, events are now a staple in PT Domination because the community aspect of the event is literally second to none. You guys, there has been fucking relationships built at these events now that are like fucking lifelong friendships. All right. And businesses built together across the fucking board. Being able to meet other high level individuals that maybe aren't making the same amount of money as you. All right. Maybe are doing way better than you, but have the same outlook on life as you is what you need to be fucking focused on. That's what the fucking key is. It changes the game. When you guys get into a room with 50, 60, 70, 100 other people that are literally trying to walk the same path as you, it shifts your entire mindset because you go from living in this world when you're back at your fucking house alone on your phone trying to build your business, being like, nobody understands me. My parents don't get me. Why are you in your fucking room? Why are you not working a regular job? You hear all this bullshit, to finally stepping into an atmosphere where everyone gets what you're doing.
Yeah.
Everyone gets it. And they're encouraging you. And they want you to win. And they want to hear about your struggles and your wins and your business and everything else.
Yeah.
It's another fucking level. It changes the entire outlook that you have on life and where you could actually take this business.
I promise you guys, the reason that Cole and I are as successful as we are at the age that we are is because we have each other.
100%.
That's it.
That's it.
That's like, I don't like, there's not days that I have where like, I feel like I'm alone
ever.
And it's like, that feeling is a fucking lonely feeling. When you feel like you're fucking alone and you feel like you're growing this business and nobody understands you, your parents don't fucking get you, your friends are different than you, you're trying to break free of this 9 to 5 fucking bullshit, and everybody in your life is working 9 to 5 and you feel like you don't relate to anybody, you feel fucking alone, it's the worst feeling. How many of you guys have ever felt that or maybe are feeling that right now?
It's fucking horrible.
It's lonely as fuck, dude. It's lonely as fuck. And like, if you're in the Change Lives Academy, which you made the best decision of your entire fucking life, let's fucking go. If you're in the Change Lives Academy, like you get the benefit of jumping on the Zoom calls, but jumping on the Zoom calls and being face-to-face with people that share similar values as you is a completely different fucking animal. It's not the same thing, you guys. And let's talk about the idea of mentorship from like the ground up, okay? As online fitness coaches, our goal is to get people to pay us so that they can learn from us, so that we can teach them how to live happier, healthier, stronger lives, etc.
Simple.
That's the fucking goal of mentorship, okay? And so as a mentor for others, it's your responsibility to be around people that are also mentors, that you can collaborate with, that you can network with, that you can share ideas with, that you can grow with, so you have more to give to your people. Not only that, it's also your responsibility to get mentored so that you are always leveling up your mindset, your skill set, your ability to give value to your people, which is why Cole and I have mentors, because me and Cole are always learning and like trying to develop our skill sets, trying to develop our mindsets, trying to level up our content, trying to level up our sales so that we can give more to the people that are in our community, so that our community can give more to the people in their community. So like, that's the idea of community, you guys. It's this idea that like we all come together collectively at PT Domination at these events, and we just collaborate and we communicate and we share energy and we share passion and we share stories and we laugh and we talk about our business. And like that whole like feeling that you get where you feel like nobody understands you, you leave the weekend feeling clear, confident, and supported.
Yep. And it's literally a fucking superpower. That's how I can explain it. It's a superpower. Because guys, I get it. Right? I can understand how sometimes in your entrepreneurial journey, you felt alone as fuck. Why do I get it? Because me and Brian have been there. And the fact that we can have that feeling and then we can call each other. And before I'm even explaining what's going on in my head, he's like, bro, I get it. I understand where you're coming from right now. I feel the same way. It's like a fucking weight gets lifted off my shoulder. And I'm like, okay, touche. I know I'm not alone. We're good to go. We got each other's backs. I want everybody to understand this and write it down. Without communication, there is no community. You guys say you want a community, but then you don't communicate what you want to others. You don't communicate with individuals that are on your same level or at the place that you want to be.
Yeah.
Communication, especially communication where you can actually feel each other's energy across the board, is the key to a thriving community and is the key to the community that you have been earning for, like searching for your entire fucking life.
Yeah. I also want to jump in for a second on that point and be like, guys, if you're sitting there and you're like, I'm lonely, how do I find my people? How do I get around my people? We're giving you a fucking opportunity. Get a fucking ticket and get in the room. That's how you find your people. It's like, I found my people because I went to every single event that Taki hosted, period. I never missed. Like when I was on the come up, you guys, when I was fucking like grinding to make my dreams come to life, when I like wanted to make this thing happen so fucking bad, I wanted to breathe, I didn't miss an event ever. Because I was like, and I'll be honest, I didn't give a fuck who was there. I wasn't going there for them. I was going there for me. I'm like, what can I take from this event? What can I like grab from this event? And like, and there I met some amazing people and had some amazing conversations that led to some amazing breakthroughs. But like entrepreneurship can be lonely as fuck. And for me and Cole, it was lonely when we first started because we didn't have this. We didn't have a community. That's why we started PT Domination. That's why we have the events. That's why we do this shit. Because like, let's be honest, like Cole and I don't need to do this. Like we don't need to do events.
No.
We're good. We're chilling. No. Life is fucking good. At this point, it's not about money anymore. It's about community.
We could keep doing everything fucking virtually and we could just keep traveling the world. But the reason why we do events is because we know the breakthroughs that happen. All right. We know that there is a fucking very, very internal soul transformation that happens when you have that dialogue one-on-one or one-on-many in person and you feel someone scream into your fucking soul. Because we have felt it when we went to other people's events. And on top of that, we have felt it when we did it to others at ours.
I also just want to say that, like, if you're saying there, like, how do I find my people? Get in the fucking room. This is like, it's your responsibility to get in the fucking room.
I say this shit all the time.
Dude, it's your responsibility. Get out of your own fucking way.
I literally
get out of your fucking office. Get away from your fucking computer screen. Stop bitching about the fact that nobody understands you and put yourself in the fucking room.
It's a very funny, like, a series of events, because I've got that saying that I've said all the time. You've heard it, embrace loneliness.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say embrace loneliness is because in order to transform your guys' lives, you need to look internally, not externally. So when you look internally and you start making changes, you start to become a better person, mentally, physically, emotionally, eventually financially. But what happens is you guys will look internally, you'll be alone for a while, and then you'll get stuck in your fucking office or your bedroom or your house because you just get comfortable with the loneliness. And then you bitch and whine that you have nobody that understands you.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, my old friends fucking hate me, all right, or don't know me anymore because I cut them out, and I have no new friends, so my life just sucks. But you need to understand that this area that you are in right now, that lonely suck of I'm on the come up and nobody gets me, every successful person in their fucking life has gone through, period.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Every fucking person you look up to, there's been one time in their life where no one understood them. And the only way they found people that understood them is they worked on self and they got into fucking rooms where someone was like, yo, I like that motherfucker's energy. Oh, I like what he just said there.
Yeah.
You know what? I fuck with that guy because we wear the same hat. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah. And it triggers, and next thing you know, you got a fucking homie for life.
Yeah. Yo, get in the fucking room. Get in the room. At this point, there's no other option. It's like, I get it. You have to go through that lonely period, and you also can expedite that loneliness and get through that a lot faster by choosing to be around the right people. Choosing to be around the right people. So let's talk about Kelowna, right? Because if you were thinking about coming to Kelowna, maybe you're like a little bit scared. You're like, I don't know, if I should come to Kelowna because they had the wildfires. Like, guys, the wildfires were a one-off fucking incident. Yeah. Our fucking city doesn't go on fire every month. Okay.
No.
So if there's any hesitation for whatever reason, because you're like, I don't want the city to like go on fire again, that's the stupidest objection ever. And literally,
that's like saying you don't want to fly because planes crash.
Yeah.
I don't want to get on a boat because boats sink.
Yeah, no, that's silly. And if anything, like if you value me and Cole and you value our home and you value like the home of like, this is the home of PT Domination. All right. So come fucking support the home and come see the home of PT Domination.
Yep.
Literally, we're talking about getting in the room, right? Getting in the room. Patrick Hong moved here, pretty much fucking moved here. He's been living in my house for last month because he just wanted to be in the room. Yeah. And Patrick's been here for like the last month, and he's like the connections that he's made with like you and Jared and like Dan. Like Kelowna is fucking special for PT Domination. This is literally the fucking home of PT Domination.
Yeah.
So if you've been thinking for whatever reason, like I don't know if I should come because of the fires, you're fucking baked. Do not let that happen. Do not let that be an excuse. Now, might be some of you guys that are like watching this right now, and you're like, you know what? The events sound fucking awesome. I'm just going to wait for the next Elite Mansion Mastermind. That doesn't make sense to me either, okay? That doesn't make sense to me either, because I think that the Elite Mansion PT Dominations event they're just two different things.
Yeah.
And so the Elite Mansion Masterminds are a 2-day intimate experience with me and Cole, which we actually have one this week. Let's fucking go. There's a lot of our clients that are tuning in right now that are coming to the Elite Mansion Mastermind. Yeah. They're incredible. We're super excited for that. But the breakthroughs that happen when you communicate and you connect with as many people as you're going to connect with at the events, it's just a different experience. And I think that if you're the type of person that's like, oh, I don't want to go to this, but I want to go to this, like you're missing the fucking point.
Yeah, 100% you're missing the point.
You're missing the point.
Also, I'm just going to be fucking blunt here. Brian and myself do the Elite Mansion Masterminds when we feel like it. And we do not know when the next one is going to happen based off of the fact that we are prioritizing way bigger things right now, like the fucking May event that is happening. All right. When it comes down to putting yourself in the room, you guys need to get into more rooms, not selective rooms. And this is the problem with a lot of your guys' shit. You guys select individual things thinking like, oh, hey, maybe this is the breakthrough moment, or maybe this is, but you know what? I don't know. Where you just got to get into as many rooms as you possibly fucking can. Hence why Brian and myself have probably gone to, in collective together, at least a minimum of 10 events in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Why? Because me and B were like, yo, I don't know what value we're going to get from any of these. All right. I just went to Miami for one. I was like, I have no idea what we're going to get value-wise from any of these, but let's just get in the room for a couple of days. Yeah. Maybe we'll learn something. Maybe we'll make a connection. Maybe something will be said and we'll hear one word that will alter the way that we run our business or change how we're going to be doing this. Because again, we weren't being selective with the rooms. We just wanted to get into fucking more. That's the game plan here.
Powerful. So if you're the type of person that's like, I'm going to wait till the next event, that's like, you're pretty much the fat loss client that's like, I'm going to wait till summer to get in shape.
Yeah. I'm going to wait until I feel like it to actually start my fitness goals.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. And like, I'm thinking about coming to this one. Maybe I'll come to this one. Maybe I'll come to the next one. Like if you have that thought pattern, like that is why you're not where you want to be.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't think like that. I'm not like, maybe I'll do a call with Scott Olford and I'll pay $15,000 next month if I feel like it. It's like, no, I know that I need to fucking level up and I know that I want to fucking get better. And so I'm going to take this step in my own life because I know for a fact it's going to make me better. And I'm going to take that decision. I'm going to take that fast action because I know that by me taking that fast action, I'm going to get the result a lot faster rather than me wasting energy thinking about whether or not I should do it.
Yeah.
So if you're even considering it, fucking do it. Okay. Let's talk about our gym.
Dude, I'm super excited for this. All right. Obviously, you guys have come in the past and seen Iron Energy. All right. And Iron Energy has had a massive impact on Kelowna in multiple different ways. All right. You guys have seen it all over the news. You guys have seen it all straying through PT domination in the last little bit. But Iron Energy, all right, now called Aesthetic Fucking Nation, all right, is actually the home of PT domination. Up on the wall, it says home of PT Dom. And the reason why we rebranded the gym is because this is actually what we originally wanted to call it in the first place when we bought the facility. You see, our old owners, our old partners didn't want us to call it that gym because Aesthetic Nation is mine and Brian's baby. And it's kind of funny. Guys, everything came in full swing. Aesthetic Nation was the first business that Brian and myself ran where we helped thousands of individuals transform their lives mentally, physically, and emotionally. All right, help them live happier, healthier, stronger lives, where we found our passion for helping individuals with their business. All right, so we dissolved Aesthetic Nation and started PT Domination. Now, because we had PT Dom and we impacted thousands upon thousands of personal trainers so they can grow and scale their online businesses, we actually were able to purchase the gym Iron Energy. But over 2.5 years of fighting the fucking government and dealing with all this other stuff, the gym wasn't profitable. I'll be fucking straight with you guys. All right. It was honestly just a home for us to bring our fucking clients. That's legit the only reason why we had the fucking gym. Everybody think that we made a bunch of money from that gym. That's fucking false. That's fake news. We literally kept it because we were like, you know how dope it is that we have a place where our clients can come and hang out with us, train with us, film content, because we understand that not a lot of gyms want people to film. It was fucking dope. So PT Dom kept the gym alive for 2.5 years. And now we've called it Aesthetic Nation because that was the fucking bloodline of me and Brian getting into business together. That is our fucking baby. And it's crazy that everything just became full circle. Aesthetic Nation started everything and now it has become a part of our lives again. How crazy is that?
It is cool.
Such a cool perspective to look at. And the cool thing is that you guys are all going to come down and see the new and improved Aesthetic Nation. With the equipment changed up, with the turf changed and new equipment coming in, with the fucking posing room, the new logo up in the fucking building. I'm super excited.
Dude, I'm telling you that. Have you seen the posing room yet?
Bro, yeah.
Dude, it's fucking
so
sick.
I
went there today. I literally was howling. I was like, yeah.
It looks so dope. You changed so much, guys. And it's funny too, because like by the time you guys see it, actually, fuck, we might even have more changes.
We will have the
because I've got some shit up my fucking sleeve that we've been planning. And I was like, there's no way they're going to see it, but I think it'll all be in by the time they're there.
Dude, all the new equipment's going to be in there by the time they're there.
I'm fucking even more excited now. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. The content in that fucking gym is going to be disgusting. It's going to be so lit.
Yeah.
So fucking lit.
So a few things, housekeeping stuff. So if you do decide you're going to get a ticket to the next PT Domination Access event, which by the way, tickets are going live in 5 minutes. Janelle, are you here? Say I'm here in the chat if you are here.
She's here. There's no way she isn't.
Can you go from the team and just grab the links? Because Cole's going to do that right now while I smoke bomb. So what you guys are going to get by coming to the PT Domination Access event, number one, obviously the tickets include the Friday and the Saturday. So they include both days of all the content. So that's number one. Number two is if you do decide to come to the PT Domination Access event, what else you are going to get is like you're going to get all the food included. Yeah. And so we pre-buy a fuckload of healthy, delicious food from our local partners, Meal Prep for You.
Yep.
And we have our fridges fully stocked.
So we got feed y'all big
motherfuckers. You guys don't have to worry about food when you're there. We got you. Also, I know that some of you guys might be energy freaks like us. So we got fucking energy drinks. Okay. We got
fucking mounds of these things.
We got pallets.
We do. We're literally, I think we're getting over 1,200.
Yeah, we got pallets of energy drinks. All right. So we're not sparing any
caffeine
expense.
Junkies.
We're not sparing any expense. Rough start. So there's going to be team workouts that are going to be earlier in the morning. So they're going to be like earlier in the morning. And then the event's going to start around 9-ish, 10. I don't have an official time for you guys, but it's around 9-ish, 10. And then they go until about 5-ish. So that's like the rough estimates. I'm not going to give you guys the exact times, but those are the rough estimates. There's one community dinner that you guys are also going to get with the event tickets as well. And again, that community dinner is included with your event ticket.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
And then there's also going to be a VIP option for dinner with me, Cole, and there's going to be about 25, 30 other people there. That's the VIP option though. So it's not going to be for everybody because we're expecting 300 people at this event. And so the VIP dinner is going to be a more smaller, intimate setting where you'll get to network with me and Cole and some of the other.
A little bit more one-on-one.
Yeah. Some of the high-level coaches at the event. What else is important to note?
It's going to be the best fucking experience of their entire lives.
So number one, if you've come to an event before, you already fucking know. All right. So you already know it's going to be fucking phenomenal. So get a fucking ticket. Number two is if you haven't come to the event before and you're not, you can trust us. I promise you that the event that you're about to experience, like we wouldn't be throwing a fifth event if it was shitty. Okay.
Fifth event. We got to count the virtual.
No, we can't. This is the fifth.
I guess, yeah. Fifth in-person event. That fucks with my head a little bit.
I want you guys to think about something for a second, okay? If our events were shitty, then how do they get bigger every time? Okay?
Yeah,
think about that for a second. Every event you've ever thrown has gotten bigger every time. And so if the events were shitty and they were not good, they'd be getting smaller. But they're getting bigger. So obviously that means they're fucking good.
I want you guys to think about this for a second. All right. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. All right. And when it came down to their business, when it came down to their life, they're like, why would I ever want to go to events and why would I want to do these things? And I said, because at some point in your business and at some point in your life, you're going to need to stop looking for more knowledge and you're going to need to start looking for the breakthrough that's needed.
Yeah.
All right. Knowledge isn't everything. So again, there's going to reach a point where you guys think you need more knowledge. Well, I need more shit about lead gen, more shit about content, more shit about DMs, more shit about sales. When you don't, you just need a fucking breakthrough. You need someone to sit in front of you and speak into your fucking soul.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think Tony Robbins events are so fucking massive?
Yeah.
Why do you guys think events are such a big fucking thing? All right. It's not because people need more knowledge. It's because they need a personal connection. And this is going to be the catalyst that transforms your entire fucking life. I can actually guarantee that because every single fucking person that has ever come to one has had a life-changing transformation.
Yeah.
Across the fucking board.
Patrick Hong was a burnt out personal trainer from Australia that was making $2,000 to $3,000 a month max, had 6,000 Instagram followers and didn't know how to fucking post content. Didn't know how to post content that got actual eyeballs. Patrick Hong has always been good at sales. He was always good at like selling people, but he didn't have enough leads to sell. After coming to the PT Domination events and working with Cole and I for the last 2.5, 3 years, Patrick now has 850,000 social media followers. He's making over $50,000 a month. He runs a massive team and he's traveling the world, talking to entrepreneurs, developing his leadership skills, etc. So guys, we're talking about like massive fucking breakthroughs. Nicole Troutman is one of our clients who came to the first event, the second event. She's hit over $100,000 a month in her online coaching business. Traveling the world to Bali, just like me and Cole. She's actually going to be at the next event with 4 of her coaches because when she finished up her last round of VIP, we told her that we were going to give her tickets to the next event. So she's going to be at the event. You guys are going to get to meet some of these coaches in person. Another thing I just want to talk about is that if you've seen some of the clients that have been through amazing transformations, like if you've seen some of the clients that have been through our fucking programs, by the way, if you got a ticket, say, I got a fucking ticket in the comments, let us know. If you've seen some of the clients that have been through our ecosystems, all of those people are going to be at the next event.
That's something that's super cool. That
all of those people. So like Don Lamb, the guy that made $532,000.
The dude that you guys see online and you're like, there's no fucking way. That's bullshit. He's not a real person. There's no way he's shredded 365 days a year. He's going to be standing in front of you literally saying, yeah, I did it. This is how I did it. What advice can I give you? Literally right there. You guys can ask him a fucking question in person and walk through it with him.
One sec. Somebody just fucking commented. You can see how much more jacked I am than Brian. Hey, fuck you, Austin. I guarantee you that's fucking awesome. I can guarantee that's awesome.
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I guarantee
this is what I mean, though, bro. Like it's like, guys, you get to experience the shit talk that me and Brian do in person because all of our clients do this, right? Where it's a fucking family.
Yeah.
The PTD Familia.
Yeah.
All right. You get to see all the fucking testimonial videos that you guys have seen posted up online where you're like, there's no fucking way homie's making that money.
Yeah.
He'll literally be sitting right in front of you. She'll be with you, literally showing you, yeah, this is what I did. And you'll realize that we're all just a bunch of human beings on this same fucking journey to impact and fucking transform.
Yeah. If you guys got a ticket, say I got a fucking ticket in the comments and let us know. We got a lot. There's a lot of motherfuckers.
There's
here.
a lot.
I like that. My beautiful wife, which obviously you guys, if you follow her online, you follow Kristen Mark on social media. She is a fucking absolute animal, not only at content, but she just launched her own app. She's got over 1,000 clients. She will be there to fucking, because I know a lot of you guys are like, women power. And Kirsten's all about that woman power. So you guys are going to get to meet her in person. Janelle Wheel, who again, she's one of the PT Domination OGs. And a lot of you guys have experienced Janelle Wheel's coaching on some level and have gotten the value from Janelle Wheel.
Insane.
She's helped you grow your own online coaching business. Janelle Wheel's lost over 450 pounds. She's built her business to over $300,000 a month. And she's one of our best coaches at PT Domination. She's going to fucking be there. I'm not to mention all of the coaches that are in our ecosystem that make it possible to do what we do. You know, all the coaches that are on the retention team that make it possible to do what we do. All the coaches on the 10K mastermind that make it possible for us to do what we do. All the coaches in the $1 million mastermind that make it possible. They're all going to be there.
And our leaders.
Yeah. So anybody that you've had a conversation with, the PT Domination, that's made an impact on your life is going to be at this fucking event. And so, you know, getting to see all these people in person that have made that big of an impact in your life is just like, it's a special fucking feeling.
It's life-changing. And there's nothing that compares to it. When you get to sit down with an individual that helped you, like, let's take the money out of it, helped you leave the fucking job that you absolutely hated, that made you hate your fucking life, and make more money than you've ever made before so you can provide for your fucking family and actually feel fulfilled. There's nothing else that feels like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. Like, again, we can remove the money completely from it, guys. Being able to sit with an individual that spoke to you on a Zoom call, told you that you were worth it, and unlocked something in your soul so you actually feel more fulfilled and happy on a daily basis is a different fucking feeling.
Yeah.
It will impact you in ways that you've never experienced before.
So again, if you got a ticket, say, I got a fucking ticket in the comments. We got a bunch of you guys that just got tickets. That's super, super exciting. One thing that Cole and I are pumped about with this May event is this. I actually can't tell you that yet.
We're not going to tell him?
No, I can't tell him.
No? All right.
No, I can't tell him that.
I don't know what you're not going to tell him, so now I don't know what I can say.
Let's continue on the event.
I was going to say, I'm not going to say it. I don't know.
You're going to say, well, what? No, don't do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're not bringing it up.
Yeah,
we're not bringing it up.
No.
Too bad.
Don't do that.
Not happening. They're literally like these motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, sorry.
You get to experience. You get to experience this type of shit in person, where we don't tell you guys secrets.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
That's fucking funny, dude. Tell us no.
No.
All right, too fucking bad.
May 4th, May 5th in Kelowna. If you are in the $1 million mastermind, you also get May 5th. All right, you also get May 5th.
Which is going to be fucking dope. You guys already
stand-up comedy for people at VIP dinner. Also, side note, by the way, if you're like watching this, you're like, how do I get access to VIP dinner? Like, because there's a lot of fucking people coming to the event, usually do a special drop for VIP dinner at a certain time. So once you get your event ticket, we'll talk to you guys about the VIP dinner. But yeah, we're not doing that at this point. We usually do a special drop because I don't want to like have it so that you could only buy VIP in the front end, because then the first people that buy the ticket could get VIP, which doesn't really seem fair, because VIP is like a really cool experience where you get to hang out with me and Cole a little bit more intimately. So more details about the VIP dinner will be dropped soon.
Yeah.
We're not releasing them yet.
Stay tuned with it. We'll update you guys right away. We're super excited to host you guys. We're super excited to have you guys in our homes and show you what we've been able to create in this beautiful city.
Bet. So if you guys have any questions about the events, you guys can drop them in the comments as well. We're more than happy to support you, more than happy to serve. So if you guys have any questions,
Q&A time.
We're going to stick around for another 5 minutes. We got a bunch of you guys that just got your tickets, which is fucking exciting. Love to see that. If you're coming to the event, you're excited, drop some fire in the comments. If you have any questions, let us know. Sarah got her fucking ticket. Let's go, Sarah.
There we go.
I see you. Let's go. Sarah also is coming to the fucking mansion.
I know. I'm super excited.
Dude, she's been crushing her content. She's been speaking a lot on camera. I've been fucking watching her shit. I see you, Sarah.
Dude, I'm so fucking excited for the Elite Mastermind too. All right, guys, when it comes down to like events in general, me and Brian are so fucking amped up for this year. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And like when I tell you, like the last time me and Brian stepped on stage in May, we did a pretty good job. All right. This next time we step on stage in fucking May is going to be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Stupid question. Boarding for the event. Great question. So for the event coming up, once you get a ticket, what we'll do is we'll introduce you to the other members that are coming. There's two different options for boarding. Option number one is you can get a hotel. Obviously, you can get one that's really close to the event. Option number two, which I actually think is a lot more fun, is getting an Airbnb with some of the people that are coming to the event.
Yeah, there was 1 year they did who was the house?
Yeah, they called it the bougie house. They there was like 10
20?
of them. 10 and 15, 10,
Dude,
15,
it was like
20 of
20.
them.
It was fucking
They
insane.
got a massive mansion and they just split it. So I think that's a funner option.
Way better option.
I'm just saying. So once you get an event ticket within the next 5 to 7 days, we'll introduce you guys to all the other people that are coming. And then you guys can plan and get your
bougie house.
bougie house. Yeah, you guys can plan your own Airbnb. So I think Airbnb is the fun route.
100%.
I think it's a fun route.
2 years, fucking crazy, dude. Absolutely insane.
2 years for what?
I think it was 2 years ago when they did bougie house.
That's fucking nuts, dude. PT Domination's been around for 5 fucking years, dude.
Yeah,
5 years.
that makes no sense.
Come on now. I can't wait for year 10. Muscle Mansion was lit. Matt Vitale, you better be fucking coming, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be coming on my live stream commenting shit if you're not coming. It's for
So
fucking you, bro. That's for
funny,
Matt.
dude.
Just
So
got
fucking
mine.
funny.
Let's fucking go.
There we go, bro.
Let's go. All right, we got 2 more minutes. So if you're getting your ticket, see, I got my ticket in the comments. Matt Butali, I better be seeing your fucking name. This guy, bro. Matt Butali. You're the fucking, I see you, bro. You motherfucker.
I want to see fucking.
Just because you're posting pictures of you and your cute ass niece, bro, doesn't mean I don't see you.
Fucking
right?
Meathead Mansion, bro. Jesus
Meathead
Christ.
Mansion was the OG shit, dude. Meathead Mansion was the OG shit.
That was very fucking.
I love how many people are in our community after like 3-4 years. That's fucking exciting. Yeah, we got a bunch of people just got the tickets. That's exciting. I better see Natty Matty. That's right. All right, guys, 60 seconds. If you have any questions, let us fucking know. We're happy to support. We're happy to serve. Happy to help you guys out. If not, then guys, thanks for hanging out with us for the last hour.
We're
Hopefully you guys
super excited to
value.
fucking host you guys.
Yeah, let's
Value
go.
in the history lesson.
Yeah, this was a good history lesson too. It was honestly good for me to walk down memory lane.
It's
I
insane to like
reliving
be in
that
this
shit.
room thinking about how we stuffed fucking 72 people in here with all the fucking staff and everything else.
Yeah.
And then we put basically the same amount in a theater.
I actually get to meet Cole this time.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Yo, you got to say your name. Who just said that?
I actually get to meet Cole this time. Oh, you were sick with something. I forget what it was.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm trying to fucking remember who that is. Because they met me, but they didn't meet you because you were sick one day. Fuck.
How does that even make sense?
It was at the gym. It wasn't at an event.
Oh.
It was at the gym. You were supposed to meet them at the gym. We were gonna meet them at the gym.
What? I think I remember.
Sean Robideau.
Oh,
Sean Robideau. Yeah, I met him.
I like
I
that.
met
Gee, I do. That was actually funny. I'm like,
Yeah.
world train at this time, and then fucking sick
Yeah, I
as
remember
shit.
that. I remember that.
Woke up sick, bro.
Just got my ticket. Let's fucking go.
Leap of faith. I like it.
I
What's
like
up,
it,
Sean?
guys. Okay, so guys, if you got your ticket, Cole and I are gonna peace out now. If you got your ticket, go post in the academy and tell us why you got one.
Yes.
All right, tell us why you got one. I want to fucking know why you got your fucking ticket. Let us know, okay? Let us know. Explain to us. Dissect it. Break it down. Fucking go beneath the surface.
Deep dive into it.
Deep dive. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Deep dive into why you got your fucking ticket.
into it.
Deep dive why you got your ticket.
There we go,
For
bro.
those of you guys that tuned in for the whole fucking live, we love you. We appreciate you. We're super fucking excited for you guys. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. So love all.
Peace,
Love
y'all.
Have the best day of your entire life.
We out.